Feel like coming at you with another live stream. So today's live stream is going to be another like collection or pickup kind of live stream, because my new order for Japanese or Ocg Yu-Gi-Oh cards came in today, and we have some pretty cool cards in here that I want to talk to you guys about. I also have some new Vanguard cards for new Vanguard deck I'm working on, as well as some cool new Magic cards we got from Dominaria and a few other sets for my Color deck, and of course my new comics. But first off, guys, as you can see, I've probably, if you probably saw this, if you saw my Magic Dominaria box opening, my friend was very nice to wait a week to let us open that up on the stream. So if you guys haven't checked that out, go check that out. It was pretty cool. We got to talk about a bit of lore of stuff for the set as well. So yeah, it's a really cool playmat. I love this playmat. It's one of my, I think it's my favorite. It's definitely my favorite piece of official Day Live artwork. It was done obviously by Sunoko, the light novel artist. You might know her as the artist who has drawn, who does all the art for Neptunia as well. But love this. Of course, I did a review of the Kurumi figure that this art is based on this artwork, and then there's Toka coming out in September. So I'll be doing a review for her around October, and then they haven't announced origami yet, but hopefully they do that. So as well as that, guys, we also picked up the sleeves that match those. So I got 2 sets of Kurumi and a set of Toka origami. Hey, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for joining in the stream. Yeah, I'm a bit sick at the moment. Not sure if you can tell my voice, so I apologize for not sounding as clear as I normally do. But yeah, so what's really cool about these sleeves, I think they were like, they're more expensive than the usual price on Ami, but they do come with 80, which is very nice, and they do have really nice foiling on them, so it's pretty cool. So we're going to move on to, well, what do we start with? Let's start with Magic, actually. We don't really talk about Magic that much on the channel. So, first thing we've got for our Kalia deck is a Helm of the Host. Now, this is a pretty troll card. It allows you to make copies of a legendary permanent you control, and the token is not treated as legendary. So if you equip this as something like Aurelia the Wanderer, you can basically have unlimited combat phases, so pretty strong. Fearsome Awakening. Now, even though I did play in the Dragons of Tarkia Fate Reforged Standard, I never actually pulled one of these. It's really cool, so good for Kalia, and Dragon Precon as well. So you return target creature card from the graveyard to battlefield, and if it's a dragon, it comes with 2+1/+1 counters. So, you bring something back like Bladewing the Risen, and then he brings another dragon back with him. But the good thing about this card is it doesn't have to be a dragon, so really cool. We have, of course, the new Demon Lord, Belzenlock. He's insanely good for Kalia. So, like, when he comes into play, you exile cards on top of your deck until you hit non-land permanent, and you put it into your hand, and then if that's converted mana cost is 4 or more, you keep going, and then you lose a life for every card in your hand. So you can get a lot of benefit off this guy, and when he enters, so if you drop him with Kalia, it goes off. Pretty cool. We got a Deathbringer Regent, so I'm thinking of chucking this in, because I didn't actually buy Dragon Precon. Like, I have a lot of cards from the Dragon Precon singled, but this is really cool. It's like another board wipe that Kalia can have access to, and if you've obviously got Avacyn on the field, you can wipe everything. So, and worst comes to worst, you can just drop it and wipe everything. So pretty cool. Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. Now, this is an insanely powerful card. Obviously, this card was probably not going to be played in Standard, not going to be played in Modern, not in Legacy, anything like that. It's definitely a Commander card, so that's why it's pretty cheap. It is a 7-cost card, but it returns all legendary permanents from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's a legendary sorcery, so you do need to have Kalia out on the your Commander out on the field to have it. But I can run it in Kalia, so it's pretty cool. We have this card that came across, which seems kind of interesting, called Herald of War. I'm not sure if I'm going to run it in Kalia, but it's a good idea. Techie card, I might try it out. So it's a 5-drop angel with flying, and when it attacks, gets a +1/+1 counter on it. And then all angel spells and human spells you cast cost 1 less for each +1/+1 counter on it. So Kalia is a human cleric, and there's a bunch of angels in my Kalia deck. So yeah, it's pretty interesting tech for Kalia. And then the last Magic card I bought is, I think this is Brunia. It was like $2 for a Japanese one, which is pretty cool. And yeah, basically, when she's cast from your hand, so you have to cast her, you can put an angel, I think it's an angel or human, from your graveyard onto the field, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, if you have the Grisselia, I believe it is, that matches it, you can chuck them together and then make the Eldrazi. So, not sure what the Eldrazi does, but I think it's really cool to have these cards, that join together. So, it's pretty cool. For some reason, the Eldrazi is a mythic rare, but it's made up of 2 rares. So, that's pretty cool. And, yeah, so some interesting cards there. So let's take a look at some of the Vanguard cards we got. So I have done some Vanguard stuff on the channel before. I did do a which archetype analysis. I'm going to do a deck profile. I just got to get the rest of the G zone. So we have the duo, one of the duo starters, because I'm working on making a duo deck. So we've got the crit triggers, the vanilla crits. Of course, we have the hard to find foil crits. I got those soon. The heals. The stands, and the stand's a pretty funny name. I'm not sure if people actually do play this stand in the deck. Normally I want to play it because it's actually called Nightwing, so I think that's pretty meme for me that I want to play a duo deck and there's a stand in it called Nightwing. So she looks like a little cute bat character. I think she's pretty cute. So definitely want to play her. Not sure if she's really good for the deck, but yeah, definitely fits well with me. Picked up one of the grey ones that's pretty good for the deck. 2 of the PGs, so 2 of the white ones. 4 of this insanely ridiculous level 1 card, the grey one that has 11k power, and then of course if its downside is if you don't have a grade 3 duo Vanguard, this is if it's on Vanguard Circle, it loses 5k, but it's still 11k Vanguard if you ride this Vanguard, so it's pretty cool. The kitty cat from Duos, the cat girl mermaid's pretty cute. This other grade 2 thing that's pretty cute. This other grade 2 blah blah Riette stuff, and Riette herself, so I don't know how my Duos deck will go, but, you know, at least I make a start on it. And so finally, for our last bit of cards, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the OCG stuff I got. So first off is this insanely cool alternate art Holy Angel promo from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains box. So this card is really, really cool. I think it's like prismatic foiling or something. It's really hard to see the foiling on it. This is an alternate art for Holy Angel, so I'll take her out of the sleeve for you guys. So this is literally the last Trickstar thing I needed, the last Trickstar item, so you can see the difference in the 2 artworks there. Obviously, this is so much nicer. This is obviously the Ultra, and this is Prismatic Secret. This was the last Trickstar card I needed from, or the last Trickstar item I needed from the Vrains box, because I do have the hour sleeves as well there. I didn't actually, probably would have been better to just buy the box, but I don't know how much the box is actually retailed for, but yeah. Really nice. I do have Foxy Witch, and the Equip Spell as well, so really, really nice. But yeah, she looks so nice. Really happy to have her in my Trickstar collection. I will be doing a few Trickstar videos soon now that we've hit 100 subs. I'll be showing you some cool combos you can do with some of the OCG stuff, which is nice. Speaking of OCG stuff, we have Vampire Sucker now. I love the artwork on this card. I think she's very cute. Obviously, she's a secret rare in the TCG, like a $20 secret. I mean, considering I'm not building vampires, I don't really want to pay $20, so I just got an OCG one for collection, so yeah, pretty cool. We got a copy of the Ritual Summoned Skull, because we could. It's only a common. I don't know if this will be rarity bumped or anything. I'm not sure what this is from. 18 SP. Oh, no, it's from the special pack, yeah. So I don't know what this is coming in for TCG, but I love Summoned Skull. It's one of my favorite monsters, so really nice to have the ritual version of him. We have Trickstar Carabin. Got a copy of her. I only got 1 copy, even though my deck runs 2, just because she was like $10, and that's actually quite a lot for an OCG card. So OCG cards don't normally go up to their that high normally from what I've seen, or at least for archetypal cards, or at least stuff that I was getting. You know, it's one of the most expensive cards I was getting, but really cool jump promo. Pseudo honest for the deck, and I'll talk more about her when we do the archetype analysis. But she's a jump promo, so, and we don't have her in TCG yet, but hopefully we can get her soon. Then we got, of course, the main reason they did the order, we got some OCG Harpies, because, of course, I think I talked about this in Harpie Archetype Analysis and the Harpie deck profile, that my Harpies are, in fact, heavily censored in the TCG, but so now we got some OCG Harpies. Wasn't able to get Harpie Lady 1 and Harpus, because Harpus was like 1,400 yen or some shit, so it was like she was like 16, 18, 17 bucks. And Harpie Lady, she was also sold out along with Harpie Lady 1, but really wanted to get at least 1 copy of each, just be a really nice deck pro. So yeah, so she's a V-Jump promo, which is weird because, yeah, so V-Jump promo, so they're both jump promos. Wow, the difference, like, this is almost like 70 promos later, like, this is 76 and this is 141, so, you know, almost like 70 promos apart, so I feel like that's pretty cool there. But I love the original art of Dancer. Definitely keeps that exotic Dancer feel that they're based on, which is really, really cool. Cyber Harpie. So this is the tablet foiling, which is really cool because this matches my pet dragon, because my pet dragon, OCG pet dragon, has the same foiling. So she's from the 15th anniversary pack. She was just looking for the cheapest one, so it's pretty cool. Harpie Lady 3, obviously this is a common. It's from the structure deck, so the wind structure deck. But as you can see, it is an uncensored one. So it'll match my Harpie Lady 2. We got Harpie Channeler, which has one of the nicest looking artworks of all the Harpies. And actually she has one of the best censorships as well. You can't really tell that she's censored on her TCG, but once you see her OCG card artwork, you're like, yeah, she looks a lot nicer. Probably something about the knee socks or something like that, but yeah, she's really, really cool. And she's only a rare in OCG, which is pretty interesting. Speaking of which, of course, we've got Phantasmal. Now, the reason why I got Phantasmal is because it does have Harpist on it, Channeler, and then Channeler is uncensored on this artwork because she is censored on the TCG version of that card. We also have the OCG Chocolate Magician Girl. Now, I thought Chocolate Magician Girl would be a Kyber Corp rarity, but she was released as a Jump promo. So, oh no, she's Kyber Corp rarity. Yeah, there she is. It's really hard to see the Kyber Corp foiling on this, but yeah, really nice to actually have her in Kyber Corp. So, she's only like rare. So and she actually was censored as well in TCG. She actually has her cleavage showing there, and her boobs are a lot bigger in her OCG artwork, obviously. So yeah, we're just missing Lemon and Dark Magician Girl, and we'll have a full set of Kyber Corp Magician Girls. But I think Dark Magician Girl was like $60 for her Kyber Corp, because I think she was like a restaurant promo or something. A bunch of them were done as, restaurant promos. And then Lemon was I think a V-Jump promo as well, and she was more expensive than Choco for some reason, so she might have been a restaurant promo as well. Not too sure, but really nice to have an OCG copy of Choco. And then a copy of Vampire Vamp, just because it was like 100 yen or something, and she's pretty cute. And she's like $5-6 in English, and I was maybe gonna mess around with vampires at one point. Then I was like, they're apparently not very good. So I'm like, if they're not good, I don't really see the point in doing it. So maybe I'll mess around with them on Percy or something, but who knows. And finally, we'll finish off by checking out the books that we got from the last visit. So I don't have any books from this week at the moment because I didn't get a chance to go in. But we'll just go through what we got. So we got Nightwing 44. So I believe this is a new rider on the book again. And I think Nightwing's jumped up to $3.99 from $2.99. So maybe Nightwing's coming out once a month. Maybe make things a little bit easier on the wallet. But yeah, I don't know why. I think I remember Nightwing being $2.99 for a while. So new issue of Batman Beyond. So this has Matt dressing up as Robin, which is pretty cool. New Batgirl. The issue 4. I really like this cover of Venomized. Really like this cover. Nice timing, given that obviously Infinity War coming out. The final issue of Venomized. Now, I want to do a review. I'm going to be doing a review on Venomized. But I'll tell you guys right now, I definitely preferred Venomverse more than Venomized. I feel like Venomized is just too rushed and too forced. I don't know why. Maybe it's just, yeah, I don't know why. I really enjoyed Venomverse a lot more. Or maybe because like Venomized is basically just continuing the story and it feels too much like the old story. But like Venomverse was more chaotic, and which is pretty cool. Issue 4 of Raven. Issue 4 of Sonic. So this is something interesting about Sonic. I think it was my local store told me that they are still waiting for copies of Sonic issue 2, and as far as I believe Sonic 2 is completely sold out worldwide. So hopefully there's enough copies that they can get, those copies on reserve that they can get, because it'd be a shame that if I miss the second issue of this book, because I was really, really excited for this, especially because the second book is about Amy, who's one of my favorite Sonic characters. So, the issue 165, Event and Nativity. I think this is the last issue that Costa and Bagley are doing, because this week, I think it was this week, Venom was actually going back to issue 1. So that's a bit of a shame. I don't know why they're going back to issue 1. It seems a bit odd considering they made a huge fuss about his the 150th issue, but yeah. The first issue of the new Aliens miniseries, Dust to Dust, which is pretty cool, because actually I think the Predator trailer comes out tomorrow as well, which is pretty exciting. And then issue 31 of Spider-Gwen. So yeah, I did actually drop Spider-Gwen a long time ago. Just because I couldn't afford to get it. I was getting bored with the story. And I do believe at this point she is still actually, yeah, she's still Gwenum. So once she actually gives up the symbiote, oh no, she's taking on the symbiote. When she ends up getting rid of the symbiote, I'll probably drop the book again. I just want to keep it just for my Venom collection. But yeah, anyway guys, that's all we have for this little update. I have a new opening for you guys coming up soon. There's a Bionicle TCG starter deck my friend gave me to open on the channel, which is pretty cool. Brings me back to my childhood. We'll be uploading that very, very soon for you guys. Because we're at 100 subs, I'll also be doing some new Trickstar videos. I'll be doing the archetype analysis very, very soon. Don't have a copy of Crimson Heart at the moment, so I'll be using her as a proxy, but I'll be proxying her, but we'll have every single other Trickster card, including the 4 exclusive OCG Trickster cards for the archetype analysis as well to show you guys. I'll maybe do a deck profile for you guys as well, which is pretty cool. But anyway guys, again, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell button. It lets you guys know whenever I do upload a new video or do a live stream. It means a lot. Feel free to leave some comments. And yeah, thanks again guys for checking out the video.